Katrina, and for my informational speech, I'm going to be talking about branding. And so first off, most people don't have a full understanding of what branding is and its importance to different businesses and companies. And just to help you understand, look everywhere around you. Branding is like everything and everywhere. You can see it at the websites you visit, shops you shop at, even the school you go to. They all have their own brand identity. Even yourself, what you wear, how you present yourself to other people, and what you post online, that's all part of your own personal brand identity. So being a graphic designer and majoring in it for college, I'm always analyzing different brands and how they affect me and whether it was a successful brand identity system or not. And overall, creating a brand identity system, it's an essential part of bringing about a specific experience and feeling to customers and affects how they view you. And there's also certain steps that you want to take to help you create a brand identity system successfully. And these steps are understanding the message you want to share, and then researching different visual elements that can depict that message, and then finally applying those visual elements to the different applications of the brand. So the first step is creating the foundation, and you want to do this by creating a message and tone the company wants to portray to customers, and just overall like understanding the identity of the business. According to a popular design website, Canva, whether you're knowingly influencing it or not, your audience is defining your brand. If the visual that you're conveying does not match your values, it'll disappoint, confuse, and alienate your audience. So the first step, just to understand the message, is ask yourself lots of questions like, what is the company selling? Who's the target audience? What kind of business is it? And understanding all this will help you create a sense of identity. It'll also help to think of different words that reflect the business, like the word striking and bold. That can reflect a company that's more new, needs more attention. And also the words like reliable, trustworthy. That can reflect a brand or business that needs to be more personal with a customer and needs to gain customers' trust. And an example of this you can recognize is in UNLV's branding. They use the words different, daring, and diverse to reflect their brand. So once you've created the foundation, you can finally start working on the visual elements. So when researching this, it helps to look at a lot of inspiration, like different companies, or looking online at different brands as well. Column 5 Media, a website focused on branding information, states that the goal is to bring those words to life. The associations may be abstract, but it's important to get everything out. So these abstract ideas can be visualized using different typefaces, colors, photos that affect the emotions. And an example of these ideas can be like, maybe if you want like thick and geometric fonts, that kind of gives off a more bold tone for a brand that's also like new. And then a more like handwritten or asymmetrical font that kind of reflects a more personal and warm tone. And this can be seen in UNLV's branding, where they use a really bright red, and this kind of shows off like their daring side. And then they also use photos of like a different variety of students, and a lot of them, and that shows their diverse side. And so once you understand the visual elements that'll help depict the message, you can finally apply these to different platforms of the brand. So to do this, you would basically apply those visual elements to like their website, their social media accounts, and maybe some advertisements. And brand identity is all about introducing yourself to people. It's important to make it an enjoyable experience, states Alina Wheeler. She's a brand strategist and has multiple published books. So an important thing to remember is you've created everything so far to effectively communicate your identity to the customers, the audience, And to share your identity, you want to put it on all the platforms and make sure it's cohesive. And these platforms would be the posters, the websites, different accounts, like social media accounts and all that. And you can see this in UNLV's brand, where they use the same bright red in their website, billboards, posters, and they use the same style of photo editing and use the same fonts. And all of this allows for the customer to get a really good understanding that the brand has a very strong identity that maybe they can relate to. And this final step allows for cohesiveness throughout the brand's platforms. And also you can analyze the success of the brand identity system by seeing how customers react to it. So in conclusion, the steps to create a brand identity system are essential in effectively creating a specific experience and feeling to other people. And in order to create this successfully, you must understand the message you want to share, research different visual elements that depict that message, and then apply those elements to the different platforms. It's so important that if you fail to understand and follow these steps, you can create a brand identity where people don't relate to it, don't trust the company, or just see you as something you may not be. Thank you.